set my soul, gonna set my soul on fire. Got a whole lot of money that's ready to burn, so get those stakes up high.
There's 1,000 pretty women waiting out there. They're all living devil may care, and I am just a devil with love to spare. So viva Las Vegas, viva Las Vegas. Oh, fill these lonely arms of mine and kiss me tenderly. Then you'll be forever young and beautiful to me. You're so young and beautiful. You're everything I love. Your angel smile, your gentle touch. See the sweet Hawaiian rose. See it blossom, see it grow. That's the story of our love. Ever since we said hello, Coo-ee-po, I love you more today than yesterday. But I love you less today, less than I will tomorrow. I'm so afraid of tomorrow, so tired of today. They say that love is the answer, but love never came my way. Writing a letter to someone unknown.
Now you know what I do for an
so
uncle.
if you should find it, oh yes, and if you're alone, oh Daddy, yes Daddy is my name. Oh, yes. Oh, Daddy, yes, Daddy is my name.
King Creole. There's a man in New Orleans who plays a rock and roll. He's a guitar man with a great big soul. He lays down a beat like a ton of coal. He goes by the name of King Creole. You know he's gone, jumping like catfish on a pole. Yeah, you know he's gone, and a hip shaking King Creole. Let's think of the future, forget the past. You're not my first love, but you're my last. Take the love that I bring, then I've had everything. As long as I have you. Sounds totally loud and clear. I'll keep you cutting, picking fingers out my curly hair. Oh yeah, and the circle will begin. Doing swell till he started playing with that evil Jezebel. Oh yeah, and the central was the begin. A hard-headed woman is on in the side of man.
Well, I saw the thing coming out of the sky. It had a one long horn and one big eye. I commenced to shaking and I said, ooh-wee. It looks like a purple people eater to me.
Volare, oh, cantare, oh. Io sono io, proprio io, che amo te. Now that we're together, I could hold you close forever, and I swear that I would never let you go. There's no question that I care.
Only made out flesh, blood, and bone. But if you're gonna start a rumble, don't you try it all alone, because I'm evil. My middle name is Mary. Well, I'm evil. So don't you mess around. Well, down in New Orleans at the Golden Goose, I grabbed a green-eyed dolly that was on the loose. While I did that music, cause she sent me to, I said, pretty baby, come on and let's do it. Dixieland rock, Dixieland rock, Dixieland rock, put your head and shoulder, shake and bring, and do the Dixieland rock. I'll go on loving you, loving you. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me why. Don't know what else to do. Don't ask me why. I'm so glad I found you. Never thought darlings came full grown. I'm gonna tie a ribbon around you, wrap you up and take you home. Lord, I would never treat you badly, like a castaway broken toy. Love a doll, I love you madly. Let me be a lover boy. Love a doll, love a doll. I went to the bayou just last night. There was no moon, but the stars were bright. Put a big long hook on a big long pole, and I pulled Mr. Crawfish out of his hole. Crawfish, I have young arms that wanna hold you, hold you good. I have young lips that wanna kiss you morning, noon, and night. Take my hand, oh darling, take my hand. As we go onward in the lives we lead, your light will guide us. Your motto is our creed. We will look back fondly.
Oh boy, you're a pretty fancy performer, ain't you, kid?
You've never seen Cupid Dark Queen. You've never seen no stupid dark queen like they got 'em in New Orleans. New Orleans. They love you like no one can. It makes you awful glad that you were born a man. Hey, if you ain't been there, man, you ain't been nowhere. Nowhere. The living's lazy and the loving's fine. It's so fine. If you feel low down, so help me, Hannah. Hannah, you should lose the blues and lose it, oozy, oozy, Hannah. The way that I do, you're cheating hard. Well, tell on you.
In a parallel universe, had Danny Fisher been real, this should have been his next single release. What a great vocal. Take it away, Danny.
When tears come down like pouring
undertones of the vocal used in Hard-Headed Woman. Of course, Danny was real to us. Probably the best depiction of any character that Elvis ever played in any film score. The soundtrack. Criminal, really, this wasn't a single release. Recorded approximately 7 or 8 days after the last song for King Creole had been recorded. But as I mentioned earlier, that voice of Danny was still there. Hello and welcome back. Now, of course, you would have been able to have told from the long intro I did into today's video that we would be looking at the making of King Creole. It is from the offset. Oh, what a presentation this is. From the very first turning of the cover page, we are immediately greeted with an almost cinematic welcome. A Paramount picture. All that's missing is the technical advisory of Colonel Thomas Parker. The book really is almost the film presented in hardback, but so much more. You will not want to miss this if you haven't already got it. If you're looking for trouble, you've come to the right place today. A slower version. Your Cheating Heart, the master take.
Your cheating heart.
Of course, the February 1st sessions, the 3 songs are presented here on this release, which is just fabulous for us all. Now I'm going to cut immediately to the soundtrack, the Thorny Nogar tapes. Bear with me. If you remember from the intro, this was the first attempt at King Creole.
There's a man in New Orleans who plays a rock and roll, a guitar man with a great big soul. He lays down a beat like a ton of coal. He goes by the name of King Creole. You know he's gone, jumping like a catfish on a pole. You know he's gone, hip-shaking King Creole.
But back to this most fabulous, beautifully presented book. As with all of these sets, it's broken down into chapters, comprising of 13 for this particular making of series. You want detail? Well, you have it in abundance. You've been warned. Now, what's very evident once you start making your way through each chapter is that the movie was filmed out of sequence, which proved very challenging to get the correct timeline for each day's filming. But they have.
New Orleans, you know it's gone, jumping like a catfish on the pole. You know it's gone, hip-shaking King Creole.
Solo by Scotty Moore was far more developed in the revised takes of King Creole. Now, what's included in this book is the scene numbers, musical sequences, locations used, cast details, and the relevant photographs. In total, this book took 9 months to complete. In fact, it took longer to complete than the whole filming of King Creole.
Track F, day 7.
Crawfish, crawfish, see I got 'em.
Kitty White.
See the size,
Fantastic voice.
and clean.
One of the very best documents in this book is an original script once owned by actor Jack Grinnage, who played Dummy, which had been in the personal collection of Paul and Joan Gansky. This is a fascinating insight into how each scene was created. Sacre bleu.
Just last night, there was no moon, but the stars were bright. Put a big long hook on a big long pole, and I pulled Mr. Crawfish out of his hole. Crawfish,
Crawfish,
see I got
Surely one of the best intros to any Elvis film. The way that it's shot, it's very moody, it's very atmospheric. It's just probably, if this could have been the direction that Elvis's career should have taken once he returned from the US Army. But the writing was on the wall with the very first production, which was, of course, was GI Blues. I love GI Blues, but a very different journey from where Danny Fisher had been to Tulsa. Now, the interviews in this book are provided by Bill Bram. Bill Bram, at the time of production, gained exclusive access to the cast and crew.
sweet meatloaf, fresh and ready to cook. Crawfish,
crawfish, see I got 'em. See the size, stripped and clean before your eyes. Sweet meatloaf.
The film also contains the deleted scenes. It's reported that in initial sneak previews, Hard-Headed Woman was included in full in the movie, but cut after fans reacted more fervently over the song King Creole rather than Hard-Headed Woman. I find that hard to believe.
Well, down in New Orleans at the Golden Goose, I grabbed a green-eyed dolly that was on the loose. While I did that music, what she said to me too. I said, pretty baby, come on and let's do it.
Another favourite of mine for the movie. But that wasn't going to stop Elvis getting behind Hard-Headed Woman. Elvis wanted the single Hard-Headed Woman to be his very next release to help promote the movie rather than King Creole that Parker was hoping for. Now, of course, in the film we do get just 32 seconds of the ending of Hard-Headed Woman that would survive in the final print.
I was all pooped out when the clock struck 4, but she said no, daddy can't leave the floor. She wore a clinging dress that fit so tight, she couldn't sit down, so we danced all night.
Of course, there is so much information within this release, and today I'm just cherry picking some of the highlights and some of the stories that I found rather interesting, such as The world premiere release date was July the 1st, 1958 in Elvis' hometown of Memphis at the Strand Theatre. Now, there was an earlier USA public screening on June the 21st, 1958 at 11:30 p.m. in Texas at Longview, Waco, Fort Worth and Corsica. Fantastic info provided.
Love her down, love her down.
One of the very first songs that I ever learned on guitar. Whether I could play it today, well, that's a different matter. When would Elvis first see the movie? Well, Elvis would first see it at a private screening at the Strand on June the 2nd, 1958. Now, he was accompanied by Anita Wood, his mother and father, his grandmother, Dodger, and apparently 10 chums.
Wrap you up and I'll take you home. I would never treat your belly like a castaway broken toy. Love a doll, I love you madly. Let me be your lover boy. I'm so glad I found you. Never thought dollies came full grown. I'm gonna tie a ribbon around you, wrap you up and I'll take you home. I would never treat you badly like a castaway.
Always been one of my favourites. Now, what else do we get with this particular presentation? Of course, you will have seen from the intro today of the 10-inch replica Japanese release King Creole, which sounds absolutely fabulous. I didn't even have to clean it. It sounds that good. I will clean it, but my God, straight out of the sleeve, it sounds absolutely spectacular. Of course, music today is provided by 2 CDs. On CD 1, we get the King Creole movie soundtrack recordings, including a newly discovered acetate recording of the opening sequence from the movie.
I'll go on loving you. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me why. Don't know what else to do.
Oh, our boy could sing a ballad, could he not? Oh. CD 2 contains the RCA studio recordings from February of 1958, the demos and radio spots. Now, along with the previously unreleased opening sequence, we also get Banana Take 4, which is the shorter version.
It's not the kind of love I dream about.
This is a great line.
But it's the kind that I can't live without. You're all I'm going for.
Track K, take 10.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, yeah.
Let the stars fade and fall, and I won't care at all. As long as I have you, every kiss brings its will.
What I found particularly very interesting was how the actual novel, A Stone for Danny Fisher, actually made its way onto the stage. How Wallace went to see one of the very last productions of that stage performance, and then decided to buy the rights, the film rights to the book. How Michael Curtiz wasn't overly impressed with what he had seen of Elvis, but once he had seen his screen test, he very much changed his opinion on Elvis, and when he started working with Elvis, it all changed completely. In fact, on his very first meeting with Elvis, he asked him to lose 6 or 7 pounds. But he did better than that. He lost 8. And as Danny, he looked great, didn't he? He also asked him to lose his sideburns, which would be the first time we would see Elvis in a movie without his trademark sideburns.
Well, there's a man in New Orleans that plays a rock and roll, but he's a guitar man with a great big soul. He lays down people like a ton of coal. He goes by the name of King Creole. You know he's gone, jumping like a catfish on a pole. Well, he's gone, let a lipstick and King Creole. There was a green-eyed mountain cat, you know.
Yes, Dirty Feeling was first considered the King Creole.
You know I almost hit the ceiling when I woke up and you were gone. I took you in when you were hungry, and now you're cutting out on me. New Orleans, man, that's time. You never know what heaven means till you've been down to New Orleans. You ain't been living till you cuddle and coo.
Well, a hard-headed woman, a soft-hearted man, been the cause of trouble ever since the world began. Oh yeah, ever since the world began. A hard-headed woman, been the thorn in the side of man. Listen here to me. Now don't you let me catch you messing around that apple tree. Oh yeah. This is the world began.
My name should be trouble. My name should be woe. For trouble and heartache is all that I know.
Of course, they did consider Danny as the title for King Creole, and it was included in the very first cut of the movie, but taken out completely from the final cutting.
My heart has been torn. It must have been raining the night I was born. Young breeze. My heart is filled with young breeze. And I'm longing to share them all with you. You're the cutest lover, darling, that I ever could see to love. Let me tell you, lover, darling, you were just meant for me to love. From the first time that I saw you, love.
Truly fascinating insight. First of all, we get all of the demos that were used, or the songs that were used for the movie, which I'm not sure we've ever had before on any of these making of sets, because I'll be totally honest with you, this is the first one I've ever opened. I have the remainder of the other issues that were released, but they will come later for later videos. But my God, this is quite frankly a stunning release. Now, I have seen it obviously previewed on other channels. I just wanted to get into the music side of it a little bit more, because the soundtrack to King Creole is very intrinsic into creating the overall feel of the film. And Danny, aka Elvis, was in supreme vocal capabilities at that moment in time. And it's just a real shame that his army induction would curtail that career in 1958. Because what else could we possibly have hoped to have come from that? If you remember, the June 58 sessions were some of the greatest rock songs he'd ever sung. But then, of course, once he came out in 1960, Elvis' style of singing had changed dramatically. But there were still great rock numbers, and people forget that. But today, we'd never treat him badly, would we?
Like the castaway's broken toy. Love and all, I love you madly. Let me be your lover boy.
Let the stars fade and fall, and I won't care at all, as long as I have you. Every kiss brings a thrill, and I know that it will.
See ya.
As long as I have you. Let's think of the future, forget the past. You're not my first love, but you are my last. Take the love that I bring, 'cause I'll have everything, as long as I have you. Let's think of the future, forget the past. You're not my first love, but you're my last. Take the love that I bring, 'cause I'll have everything, as long as I